What's good, y'all boys? Welcome back again to another video. You feel me? Listen, it's your boy Boss Enosch, and today we're gonna talk about something that y'all have probably already seen multiple videos about. Not for me. I was kind of just observing, and I didn't make a video about it yet. But now I feel like I got to everything's added up. I can put it all together. Boom. So Disney is making another remake. I know, right? Another one. This time it's gonna be about a Disney princess, Snow White. So off rip, expectations were already low, right? Usually when it comes to remakes, you would expect them to make like a faithful adaptation of the original material that everybody liked. A classic children's story, fairy tale, whatever. But it's Disney, so we already seen the track record. To make matters worse, pictures came out of the Snow White actress and the 7 dwarves, right? They casted a Latina woman, Snow White. So people been making jokes like Snow Brown, Mud Brown, shit like that, yada yada. She's really not that brown though, so I'm not really gonna, I'm not gonna LARP on that aspect. But again though, it's called Snow White. It's a German fairy tale. It was about, it's literally in the description that she's white as hell. So it's actually really funny that people are okay with that, because they always make an excuse when they race swap somebody and people say something about it, like April O'Neil in the Ninja Turtles, for example. Oh, why does it matter? The race was integral to the story. If their race didn't matter to the story, then why does it matter if they change their skin color? Da, 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 da. Well, in this story, it says that she's white as snow. It's in the name, but the same people aren't saying shit. Anyways, in the picture, the dwarves came out, and they're not dwarves, right? Instead of 7 dwarves, there's 7 multiracial, diverse people. Okay, one of them is a dwarf, right? I remember that one dude, Peter Dinklage, complained like a couple years ago about the dwarves being offensive, whatever. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I don't care. And it's funny, if you really want to be diverse and inclusive, right, and equitable, wouldn't you be like, okay, boom, let's get 7 dwarf actors, so they can, this little role that they were born for. They don't get the same opportunities as like a regular sized person. That's a fact. So the fact that you didn't want to put them in the role that they fit because you don't want to seem, it's stupid, right? They're not dwarves, more than magical creatures in the Moon movie. So if that wasn't bad enough, the main actress, her name is Rachel Zegler. She's been going around prior to the strike that Hollywood is on right now. She's been going around opening her mouth and doing the opposite of marketing, okay? She's been doing the opposite of good marketing, okay? And here's a supercut of like all the main clips of what the hell she's been saying that has been turning people off, people on all sides, right? Because people are already tired of the strong female lead. Actors themselves are tired of it. We've heard Emily Blunt talk about it. We've heard Jenna Ortega talk about it. How they make all these female characters two-dimensional and it's boring, right? They're trying to make them like stereotypical male characters that they despise, and you're trying to make the female characters the same way. It doesn't make sense. But enough of me talking. Let's listen to the woman herself.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
There's
a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time. Cast a guy in the movie,
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures.
To be completely fair, this clip right here is not that bad. Some people were exaggerating and saying, look at this, the actress hates Snow White. And it's like, I don't think she hates. She's just telling a funny story how when she was a kid she was scared of it. That's nothing wrong with that. I think where they got she hates it from is all the other stuff she's saying about, oh, it's about her, it's not about true love, Pretty much just like bashing all the original parts of the story, especially what she said earlier that you just heard about the prince. Oh, all his scenes might get cut. I'm like, what? He's one of the main characters. Why would that even be an option for all his scenes to get cut like he's like a extra or something? That's weird. Like, why would you say that?
Didn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film. It's no longer 1937.
This was the first clip that came out that people was like, what the fuck?
and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. Reality is that the cartoon was made 85 years ago. It's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power and what a woman is fit for in the world. And so when we came to reimagining the actual role of Snow White, has to learn a lot of lessons about coming into her own power before she can come into power over a kingdom.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's the proactive one, and she's the one who set the terms, is what makes it so relevant to where we are today.
Nobody cares. Shut up. Oh my God. Listen. If you want to tell that type of story, by all means, go ahead. There's plenty of stories, and there's always been plenty of movies that feature a main female character, that was the lead, that was able to get shit done on her own, using her own strengths or smarts or wit or intelligence. There's nothing new. That's nothing new, okay? And there's also nothing wrong with a female character who is strong but also relies on help from other people, right? That's one of the things that they try to push on male characters, right? Oh, you don't have to be all by yourself and be big and strong. You could reach out a hand for help. But look how they do the opposite for women characters. Like, it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't really take these people serious. And part of me cares that they're on strike, because they deserve, better pay and not to get used and abused by these corporations, these big Hollywood studios, and with AI and shit like that. But at the same time, it's like, bro, some of these people need come on, bro. Like, bro, do a better job. Because the shit that y'all trying to push, people don't care about that shit, bro. It's to the point where even other actors and actresses talk about this shit and they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. But I still support, unions and being protected from, abusive studios and shit that try to use you and abuse you. Like you're nothing. You're still a human being. But it's like, bro, come on, bro. They can't make their own original stories because these people aren't good and not creative. So what they do is they latch onto existing IP. It's like a two-pronged problem, right? Some of these people are not creative and can't create their own stories, but there are plenty of people that do, right? There are plenty of people that do create their own original creative stories. The studios oftentimes do not pick up those creative works, original works. They'd rather opt for remakes and sequels and bullshit. And they hire the people that want to push these messages, and then they ruin their IP. You know what I'm saying? The biggest example for me was like Mulan. The original Mulan was a great story, a great movie. Like, I would actually rewatch that now. The remake was retarded. Okay, in the original story, Mulan was, they were gonna force her dad to go to war, but she knows her dad is sick and old, like he's gonna die. She doesn't want to lose her dad, so she's the only child, no sons, no siblings, no brothers. So that means the dad has to go. She's like, hell nah, I'm gonna go. So she dresses up like a dude, presents herself like a dude, so that her dad can stay home, and she goes to war. But she's the girl. She's smaller than the other guys. She's smaller than the soldiers that are training for war. So she has to pick up the pace and to keep the facade going. So she has to train and work hard and prove herself, and in order to save her dad. And she did it. And she beat the main guy, Attila the Hun, whatever his name was. I'll make a man out of you. That was fire. That was a fire-ass story. You know what I'm saying? She saved the day. But in the remake, that lesson is completely gone. And in fact, she's not strong because she trained and overcame hardship and struggle. She's just strong because she's special. She was born special, born with powers, and she just had to awaken her inner power. That's lame. Okay? That's lame. That's boring. It's lame. That's not relatable. Okay? It's not relatable. And that's the thing. These people keep making these stories and trying to change them into something that's not relatable. Look at it like, it's more relevant for today's day and age. No, it's not, modern woman. People still don't like that shit. No one is, and it's not just like right-wing reactionaries that are criticizing this, even though it's easy bait for people like The Quartering or Nordotic or whatever. or me technically, it's easy bait, but everybody, there's no one that likes this shit. Nobody likes it. From what they're hearing, trash. So yeah, all that being said, it's really funny. Another thing that's funny is that, you know, they're like kind of like bashing the love story aspect of it, and it's like, yo, why is it either or? Why is it that she either has to become a true leader or find true love, or want to have true love, or whatever? Why can't it be both? Why can't she want to be a leader but also want to find love too? Why are you trying to push this idea? It's really propaganda. They're trying to push this idea on little girls and little kids that, oh, being a leader is more important than being in love and experiencing joy and love and whatever, and finding a partner and shit like that. It's a really strange thing to push, because if you think about it, that's what humans desire, right? If you look at a lot of things, a base desire that humans want to experience is love, romantic love, right? And especially girls, okay? Especially girls. And I'm not even going to chop that up to socialization. No, it's just a fact. It is what it is. And they're trying to like push against that as if it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be in love, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. It's really weird. But again, it all fits the agenda that these people are pushing. They want to make women masculine, and they want to make men feminine and seem like they don't matter. It's very strange, very strange. So apparently, all this backlash, as you can see, all this backlash, the new Snow White sucks booty. That's a funny ass title. Okay, I don't know that as drama queen. And this looks like, you know, if I were to stereotype, this looks like somebody that would be for what they're talking about, right? Who gave Snow White this attitude? The new Snow White is causing drama. I see Hassan said something about it, but fuck Hassan. Okay, who cares what that nigga got to say? He's probably just gonna be coping for it. Matter of fact, let's click and see what Hassan said. So I guess all this backlash has been getting to Rachel Zegler, which is tough. You know what I'm saying? You're a young person. At the end of the day, you're a human being. Like, you're not used to all this attention and stuff. And a lot of these people, like, the stuff she was saying, she was probably just, you know, that's just what she believed was cool. Like, she believed that shit was good and positive, whatever. That's what she believed. I'm sure she went to whatever university she went to and probably took a gender studies class, and, you know, that's what made her think the shit she thinking. Because in and of itself, it's not wrong for a woman to want to be a leader, right? It's just dumb that they keep trying to push that as if it's better than, you know, wanting to find love, and wanting to find love is a bad thing, right? And they're like taking classic children's stories that everybody likes, you know, Disney movie shit like that, as a classic family shit, and they're trying to push a narrative on it. That's why people have a problem with it. People try to gaslight and try to, you know, make criticizers seem dumb for, oh, it's just a kids movie, why are you so mad? I'm like, bro, people don't like it because you're trying to push a message that is not that people don't like onto everybody else, and people are sick and tired of it. How many times you gotta do this shit? They do this all the time. People are tired of it, bro. You know, people are tired of it.
Video is gonna get taken out of context, and I know that at this point I can't really stop people from doing that, because that's what my whole existence on the internet is just me being taken out of context and stuff, which is fine. That's what I signed up for, isn't it? But I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities I have when I say that this has been the biggest adjustment of my life, like understanding the way my life operates now, being who I am, and the things that I've been so fortunate to make. It comes with so much ground that I never thought I would be able to cover, and that people think I'm doing poorly, and other people think I'm doing gracefully, and I don't think I'm doing it at all. So when I tell you
she better cry
that it's hard, I just mean to be inside my brain. That's hard. And I'm there 24/7. I can't get out of it. And I don't know if that will make sense, but that's where I'm at. I'm so grateful for the things that I'm able to do. And a lot of what I'm able to do is because of you guys. And I'm so unbelievably thankful for that. At the end of the day, I look at this trip and think, if somewhere like that can exist, and so can my tiny pink bedroom from New Jersey, I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats. And maybe that's a weird takeaway for this video.
That's one thing I would say. The internet is very weird, bro. There's a lot of weirdos, and it happens to everybody. It happens if you say something that people don't like, no matter what, I don't care if it's politics or whatever, somebody is gonna send you death threats. It's very strange. But I don't know why people do it, bro. People are crazy. I'm sure she's gotten them, like she said. And people that are, let's say, more on a, more conservative leaning, they get death threats. People like Candace Owens and people like Ben Shapiro or Jordan Peterson, whatever, they get death threats. People like her, people like Dylan Mulvaney, people like Hassan. I'm sure they get death threats too because they say things that certain people don't like. It's so weird. I don't know why people do that, bro. I don't support it. But it's never warranted, okay? It's never warranted.
This is a life. This is real. It's filled with a lot of beautiful moments and beautiful people. I have a loving family, an incredible boyfriend that I love so much, beautiful friends and family, people that I miss. It's a privilege to miss people the way that I do. But it's hard. And it's lonely. It's very lonely. I just know that if that loneliness can exist, so can other things, and I will be okay. Maybe that's a weird takeaway. Regardless, this is not supposed to be anything other than...
Listen. Maybe I'm a little bit jaded, but whenever I see actors like doing a video like this and like they seem like they're about to cry, whatever, I think I automatically don't believe them because they're actors. But this is a real person, so I'm sure the stuff she's expressing is what she really feels. Okay. It's not an easy feeling to have. Seem like the whole internet coming at your head. You know what I'm saying? And for saying something that you thought was, facts. I get it. Okay. I'm not a crazy person, and I don't lack empathy. I understand. And I also, people, and it goes beyond just what she said, because some people were, coming in for how she looked, because Gal Gadot is the Wicked Witch or whatever, and she's the fairest, and she's Snow White, the fairest of the land. So I guess Snow White's supposed to look better than the Wicked Witch. But people are like, bro, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, look way 10 times better than her. I don't know, I think they both look pretty good. But some people they're attacking how she look and shit. So especially as a girl too, that's gonna make you feel type of ways. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, look, this first comment, solid 5. Like, okay. But that's the internet. People just like to be mean, bro. Even if it has nothing to do with what the argument is. And the skin was white as snow, lips red as blue, hair was black as ebony. Off-white and 7 pronouns. That's funny. But yeah, definitely part of the criticism just comes from, her just coming off as smug, or coming off as, insufferable, just coming off as unlikable. Of course, some people say, oh, they're just getting on her because she's a woman, yada, yada, yada. They did the same shit with Brie Larson. Some of that was unwarranted, but some of it was warranted for some of the stuff she said. It was like, of course, people not going to like what the fuck you're saying. It seems like you're singling people out. This wasn't made for you. Nigga, movies are made for everybody, bro. This is what it is. If it's a good story, human story, anybody can relate. That's what it comes down to. Even something like Barbie, what you would think is like, oh, that's just for girls. If the story is good, which I heard was good. I haven't seen it yet because I didn't really care, and I haven't been to the movies in a minute anyway. I think the last time I was in a movie theater was like for Spider-Verse. That was good. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Aside from this, she's being used by Disney as another just propaganda piece. I don't know. You would think Disney would learn their lesson. But no. And yeah, don't go harassing that girl, bro. That's dumb, bro. She's a human being. Don't go harassing her. That's stupid. I don't condone that. That's dumb. I mean, not like me saying that's gonna change anything. I'm not some big channel, whatever. But still, I don't fuck with that shit. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. That's pretty much everything about this story. It wasn't nothing crazy. But the only way to really change stuff is stop giving Disney your money, I guess. You've seen that they've been losing money. Stocks have been plummeting. They've only been losing money on Disney Plus. All the stuff they be touching is turning to shit. Marvel's going down. Secret Invasion, that last shit they put out was, oh my gosh, garbage, trash, garbage. So hey, spend your money wisely. Try to support original content, original IPs, original creative stuff, okay? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.